So where do we begin when repairing our metabolism? Find out today on Strength and Health for Life. Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to another beautiful day of our wellness journey together. But before we begin, I just want to ask that you smash the crap out of that like button down below to subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any alerts, and watch the video all the way through. Also, if there are any topics that you'd like to see in this channel, please just let me know in the comment section below. Also, I just wanted to let you know, if you're looking for a way to be able to earn money from home online with your own business so you dictate your own life, then I suggest that you click the first link in the description to learn how. So, as you may have guessed, today's topic, we're going to talk about how we can begin repairing our metabolism. For those of you who don't know, in a previous video, which will be linked in the banner right about here, so you can see that for yourself, I discussed how I lost a lot of weight previously when I was younger, but I paid the price by actually damaging my metabolism because I did it wrong. So you can lose weight while damaging metabolism and end up in a worse position than you were before, because now you've got to repair your metabolism before you can start losing weight again. So if you've been following along with the channel, you already know what causes your metabolism to be damaged. And so we're going to talk about how you can actually repair it again so that your metabolism runs the way it's supposed to, and it will take some time. So the first thing you're going to want to look at is your diet. You need to eat good foods, healthy foods, but more importantly, you need to make sure you're eating enough each and every day, because if you're not eating enough to feed your body, you're going to stay in starvation mode and you're going to stop burning calories. And the longer you are in that position, the longer it'll take to repair your metabolism, and you'll actually gain massive amounts of weight once you do start eating properly again. So it's important that you start with the proper diet from the get-go. Even if you haven't damaged your metabolism already, you want to have a proper diet, which includes plenty of calories, but you also don't want to neglect things like wild, fresh fish and things like that. You want to make sure you have plenty of slow digesting carbs, which come from fruits, vegetables, nuts, things like that. Whole grains, that's another important one. When you're going for bread, you want multi-grain, whole grain or something along those lines, like pumpernickel, or you can go with a multi-grain. Those are all slow digesting carbohydrates because they're complex carbohydrates. You want to stay away from flour, like normal flour, as much as possible, and you definitely want to stay away from like normal sugar, because those are quick digesting sugars, and those are part of what can lead not only to diabetes, but they can also lead to having your metabolism damaged. And when it does come to your vegetables, you want to go with color. You want the brightest, most vibrant colored vegetables and leafy things that you can possibly find. So things like spinach or brightly colored, multicolored peppers of some sort, because the brightly colored ones have specific enzymes that'll actually help the bacteria in your body and therefore overall help you control your weight. And as we've said many times in this channel, you don't want to miss out on dietary fats, which is why you want to make sure that if you're not very much of a meat eater, you're at least eating wild caught fresh fish, especially fatty fish like tuna and the like, because those have the omega fatty acids and the good kind of fats that you need and you must intake at least decent to large quantities of in order for your body's metabolism to stay up and for you to help your body lose the fat it already has. And again, another thing that we've stated many times in this channel is you want to avoid yo-yo dieting at all costs. In fact, I did an entire video on why yo-yo dieting is absolutely horrible for you, and you can watch that video for yourself in the ribbon right about here, right now. But that can't be all to repairing your metabolism, right? You'd be correct. Exercise, you're probably doing too much of it. Because if you exercise too much, your body will start to break down your muscles, especially, and most especially, which most people have a problem with, that they're exercising too much while intaking too few calories for their daily use anyway. Although exercising does not burn as many calories as people previously thought, if you're exercising in addition to not having enough calories, you're just making the deficit even worse and therefore putting your body into starvation mode. So tone it down on your exercising, and you only want to be doing about 30 minutes 3 days a week at the least, and at the most you maybe 40 to 45 minutes 3 days a week. But you don't want to go too far beyond that unless you're a professional athlete and you know exactly how much food you need to eat in order to compensate. Because, you know, the advantage that professional athletes have that we don't all have is they have a professional nutritionist that is setting up their meals for them and ensuring that they're intaking the amount of calories that they need to ensure that they don't lose muscle from their workouts. And there's one very important thing that many people, especially in today's world, neglect when it comes to repairing your metabolism, and it's one of the things that more than likely damaged your metabolism to begin with. I know it was part of my issue as well, and that's you need to get enough sleep. We all love to sleep, but so many of us don't sleep enough, and that becomes a problem when it comes to our metabolism, losing weight, and how our body functions. We need to make sure that we're getting plenty of sleep for our bodies, which it is recommended between 7 and 9 hours every single night of rested sleep. And that means actually staying asleep. If you're waking up and rolling over, that doesn't count as sleep because that's not restful. You need 7 to 9 hours straight of solid sleep time. See, what it comes down to is taking everything in moderation. We tend to overdo everything, whether it's dieting or eating. If you're overdoing your eating, you're going to end up gaining a lot of fat. If you're overdoing your dieting, you're going to end up losing fat, damaging your metabolism, and then getting fat anyway. So it's important that we always do everything in moderation, and that also means that if we have too little of something, that we make sure that we increase that, such as if you're eating too little, you need to make sure you're eating enough. And if you're not sleeping enough, you definitely 100% need to make sure that you sleep more. So in order to recap, the best way to repair your metabolism, or to start to do so, is to make sure you're eating enough food, make sure you're not exercising too much, and make sure that you're sleeping enough. And it sounds simple, but it may take you having to log your times and log your food and everything to make sure that you're getting enough of it. And I will continue doing my research, because if I find anything else that may help us repair our metabolism a little bit faster, I'll make sure to let you know, I promise. But you know how else you guys can help me is if you enjoyed this video, please smash the living crap out of that like button, subscribe to this channel, and even share this video with your friends, and maybe even share my channel with your friends, because I want to reach as many people as possible to allow them to reach their goals and help us all become as healthy as possible. So I can only do that with your help. So if you wouldn't mind also leaving in the comment section how you feel about this video, and maybe about other topics you'd like to hear, because I want to make sure that we all fill in the proper information, and so that we're all getting healthier together. So with all that said, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.